everyone, today we're going to be making chicken dumpling soup. So here on the screen are the ingredients you're going to need to make your soup. You can take a picture or pause the screen. And then here are the ingredients you're going to need for your dumplings. Alright, so let's jump right in. So first you're going to take your chicken and you're going to measure out about 3.5 pounds. I like to use chicken legs, but you can really use whatever type you want. We just need to make sure there's bones in it so that we can make our bone broth with it. Next, you're going to take your pot and you're going to fill it up with pretty much as much water as you want bone broth. So this could be anywhere to around 2 to 3 quarts of water. Next, you're going to take your chicken and you're going to add it to your pot of water. And then we're going to take a little bit of salt and add it to our water. Next, you're going to turn your stovetop on high and you're going to let your pot of water boil. And then once it starts boiling, you're going to turn it on low and set a timer for 1 hour. And then we're going to let our chicken simmer. While your chicken is simmering, you're going to take your vegetables and start washing them. We'll start with our carrots and just get any dirt or grime off of them. Then we're going to take our carrots and we're going to start peeling them. And if you have any furry friends like I do, you can share some of those carrot peelings with them, give them a little treat. Next, we're going to take our carrots and we're going to start slicing them up. You can either do little circle slices or little cube dices. We'll start filling up our cup with those carrots. And after you're done cutting, you should have about 2 cups of diced up carrots. Next, we're going to grab our celery and we're going to start washing that as well, get all the dirt off. And we're going to take our celery and we're going to start dicing that up into little slices. Unfortunately, I did not plan very well and I ended up only having enough celery to make 1 cup, but you're going to want enough to have about 2 cups celery. Next, we're going to take our onion and we're going to start dicing that up as well. I try and dice mine up pretty fine so I don't have huge chunks of onion floating in my soup. Alright, our onions are all diced up. And while your chicken is simmering, now would be a good time to just take any of the dishes we may have dirtied and just kind of wash them down, just so that we're using our time wisely and working with a clean kitchen while we make our soup. So now that our chicken is now done simmering, we're going to take all of our chicken legs out of our pot. And now you'll notice that you're kind of left with some gunk and nasty looking stuff in your broth. So we're going to just take a strainer or a spoon and just spoon out all that gunk that we got from our chicken. Right, our broth is looking nice and clear now. Next, you're going to take your carton of chicken broth and you're going to measure out about 2 cups of that. Then you're going to take your chicken broth and you're going to add it to your bone broth until it starts to boil. And then once it starts boiling, you're going to start adding in your vegetables. We'll start with our 2 cups of carrots. And then you're going to add in your 2 cups of celery. Or in my case, my 1 cup. And then last, you're going to add in all your diced up onions. Then you're you're going to take a little salt and pepper and just add to taste, however much you would like in your soup. Then we're just going to stir that around and let that sit for a little bit. Now that our chicken has cooled down, we're going to start taking the chicken legs and just tearing off little pieces of meat, trying to avoid any undesirable pieces or fatty pieces and just getting at the good stuff. Alright, our chicken is all ready to go now. Alright, now we're going to start making our dumplings for our soup. So you're going to start with your flour and pour it into your mixing bowl. Next you're going to take your milk and you're going to measure that out and pour it also into the mixing bowl. Then you'll take your 2 eggs and crack them as well into the mixing bowl. And then last we're going to take a little bit of salt and add it in. Now you're going to take your whisk and you're just going to whisk up your mixture for about 2 minutes until it's nice and smooth. Now that our dumpling mixture is all ready to go, we're going to start dropping in little just spoonfuls of the mixture into the soup. Then you're going to let your dumplings simmer for about 8 minutes, and after 8 minutes they should be nice and big and plump. Now we're finally going to take our chicken and add it into the soup mixture. And we're just going to give it a nice stir through and then let that simmer for a little bit. Now all that's left to do is find a ladle and a big bowl and scoop yourself up some chicken dumpling soup. Hope you guys enjoy and have a great day, everyone.